What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So I can see now that I'm gonna have to be a little bit more to the point with this subject matter here, okay? Because I think there's something getting lost in translation. Some people actually think that I have a problem with jokes and comedians. Now, see, I'm the last person to have a problem with censorship. I hate when comedians are censored. I hate watching a censored movie. I hate having something being restricted from me for no discernible reason, unless it poses some type of security risk or it's something that's a privacy issue for someone. Okay, other than that, I hate censorship. I can't stand it. So I've always been a fan of the Lenny Bruces. I've always been a fan of the Richard Pryors, the George Carlins, and the Bill Hicks. So anybody that thinks that I'm some uh, 20th century, some mid early 20th century prude that wants to limit what people could say, have you been following my channel? Do you see my fucking channel name? You should be ashamed. Are you even listening to me? That's not why I've been defending Will Smith. What Will Smith did was wrong. What I've been saying, I guess I got to make it louder and more to the point. We don't know everything that's going on. We don't know everything. Okay? I don't think it's simply about just a joke about Jada's hair. I think he said that, but I think there's something else going on. I think there's other things going on. And eventually the truth will come to light. I don't think it's simply about a comedian telling a joke and people, or them not being able to take the joke. Let me say this too about that shit. I'm gonna address this to the left and the right. It's funny how you got people on the left telling Will and Jada they need to lighten up and take a joke, but just fucking last year, you had certain people want to cancel Dave Chappelle because they couldn't take the jokes that he had to say about certain people. You know, all of a sudden, these people telling Will and Jada to take a joke, they wanted to cancel Dave Chappelle. And on the right, you cocksuckers, you guys want to cancel Saturday Night Live because you couldn't take them making jokes about your your favorite president. Okay, so all you motherfuckers need to look in the mirror and keep that energy 100% for all instances, not just when it benefits you because you want to make some type of grandstanding point or some shit. And then there's just a lot of things that's aggravating me here. People are sitting there talking about this is the worst thing they've ever seen and this is the worst thing, blah, 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 blah. Some of you motherfuckers, did y'all grow up in Pleasantville or something? Did y'all grow up in fucking Mayberry? Some of you motherfuckers, I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Did y'all really grow up in the hood? And this is really what's upsetting you all? A man getting smacked? Yeah, it should never fucking happen. And it's a bit disturbing. But I've seen way fucking worse than what Will Smith did. Worse. And let's not blame Will Smith for the destruction and the decline of our culture. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on for the past 30 years that has contributed to this. All right? Whether, if you can go back 50 years, whether you're talking about uh, the decline in the quality of our leaders, not being able to trust our own government, knowing our government does shady things, then seeing, you know, people who we supposed to entrust, as far as educating us or entertaining us or leading us, We lowered the notch each election cycle. Every year we lowered the notch as to what we expect from these people. We went from when I was growing up as a little kid, we wanted our leaders to be above us. Then we wanted a leader that we could hang around with and relate to and drink a beer with, like George W. Now we want our leaders to be at the fucking no better than we want our leaders to be worse than us, make us feel better about ourselves, so we can keep bitching and complaining about how society sucks. So you wonder why it's to the point now you got people slapping each other on TV and acting a fool because we allow this shit to happen. You think this shit would have happened 30 years ago? The way our society was structured wouldn't allow this nonsense to happen. So we all fucking are to blame for this shit. And another thing I want to say too, did you know that Amy Schumer, who I don't find funny at all, by the way, but Amy Schumer was prohibited by the Oscars for making a joke about Alec Baldwin. So, okay, so you can make a joke about some things, but not others. Well, it wouldn't have been tasteful, Michael. It wouldn't have been tasteful to make a joke about someone who shot somebody. No, but it's funny because I see them make jokes about R. Kelly. This is a man that has all his adult life apparently targeted women, targeted underage girls, sexually molested them, imprisoned them according to some you know accounts. But they make jokes about that, so that's funny. See, that's the thing I don't like either. Don't pick and choose what you want to go after. So Bill Maher's, everybody is, they love Bill Maher right now because he's telling like it is when it comes to Jada Pinkett. Bill Maher's the same dude that had a show called Politically Incorrect on ABC that he lost because he told a politically incorrect joke. Remember that joke he said about the 9/11 hijackers and people were calling them cowards? And he said, well, you can call them evil, sadistic, and all that, but you can't call them cowards. Why? He said, because these people believe what they believe and they're willing to die for it. They were willing to die for what they believe in. These motherfuckers hijacked a plane and flew directly into it. Meanwhile, our leaders are bombs from miles away in safety to destroy targets and usually nearby collateral damage, aka citizens. Now you tell me which is cowardly. That's what he said, not me. He said that, and he lost his show. Oh, but Mike, it was bad taste and bad timing. Well, who's to determine that? Who's to determine that? Because I see all the time comedians make jokes that you could call bad taste. But who's to determine what bad taste is and what's good taste? That's the slippery slope. See, me personally, I'm all for every motherfucking joke. If the shit's funny, it's funny. Some people don't feel that way. Some people are like, look, that joke's kind of offensive. Everybody don't have the same taste. Now, see, that's another thing people need to look out for. I'm all for a comedian's right to say what they want to say. I love it. But at the same time, there are some people who may not find everything that your favorite comedians say as being funny. So where is that fine line? Now, there's some other things going on that I could talk about, but I don't feel like talking about. You know, I as far as I don't want to rehash certain things. But Will Smith right now is being punished. Okay, he's lost sponsorships. Uh, Several projects of his are being halted. He's probably going to lose a lot of movie roles that he would have ultimately have gotten. It's going to be a hard next, I'd say, 2 to 3 years for him until this starts fading a little bit in the public consciousness. I think Will Smith, I think ultimately he'll be all right. But he's being punished right now. Chris Rock is going to be rewarded. Ticket sales, movie roles out of sympathy, um, you know, gigs. Probably shit. Netflix might give this motherfucker a deal. So Chris Rock is going to be rewarded. So he don't need you guys caping for him. That's all I got to say about it. And I think last time I talked about this shit because it's starting to fucking annoy me. And also, yeah, I get he should leave her. I understand that. Yeah, he should leave her. She's embarrassed him. She's done a lot of shit to fuck with him. And I don't support her on that shit. I think she's caused this man a lot of hell. But he also did give her the two most important people in his life, his children, which I don't understand. People don't quite understand that. See, a lot of people, they talk from their place of hatred. A lot of these people on here, they hate black women. They hate relationships. They hate women in general. So they're speaking from a place of hatred. I try to I try to talk from a place of logic and emotion, but logic nonetheless. That's the mother of his children. And as long as that stays the case, there's always going to be some love between the two. So people can equate it to being soft on his part. You can say what you want to say, but one person got the shit slapped out of him on national TV, and it wasn't Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.